You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rujance for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, punch that like button, and as always, thank you guys and gals for watching our channel. Well, the other day, this was pre-Uvalde, we had Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, decide he was going after Tucker Carlson and urged the NFL to actually get involved, send a message to Fox News, and actually get Tucker Carlson fired. All right. Look, Florio's built his own brand over there, and for that, I respect him. When Florio sticks to football, he is one of the best in the business. Well, unfortunately, whatever was in the water that came with Donald Trump, that sent these people on this off the deep end tangent, I don't know in the media. But they cannot stick to sports any longer. And this also includes one of the best football journalists in all of the country, has been for 30 years. He was the guy that John Madden brought on the bus to stay with him and take him around in the country so he could write this big-time column for Sports Illustrated before Sports Illustrated went woke as well. Well, enter Peter King, and Peter King trying to go after your Second Amendment rights after Uvalde. His Monday morning quarterback column was today, or what is it called now? Football column in America or something like that. It used to be Monday morning quarterback. Anyway, the point being, he decided to open his column calling for a ban on AR-15s and to raise the gun age. Now, I'm sorry, but I have no idea what Peter King knows about guns. It seems like not a hell of a lot. I wonder if he's one of the many liberals on the planet that still believe that AR means assault rifle. It doesn't, by the way. It doesn't, by the way. But they're going to go out there. It trended on Twitter the other day. And he decided to lecture everybody in his column today and come after your guns. This is a Daily Caller, and this is starting to pop up in a lot of places now. Peter King calls for banning AR-15s and raising the age to buy a gun to 21. Peter King thinks it's time for strict gun control in America. Following the horrific school massacre in Uvalde, Texas, lots of different ideas have been thrown around to keep kids safe in schools. Unfortunately, people are totally fine with more restrictions on the Second Amendment. That would have done literally nothing the other day. Oh, there's a ban on that rifle? I just won't do it. I was going to commit this heinous act, but I care about the fact that there's a ban on an AR-15. So let me just stop my plans right there. We know that's not what would happen. You're an idiot if you think that, if you even begin to think that. You add the NFL writer to the list of people that want to institute draconian gun laws in America. Wow. Peter King wrote the following in his latest, quote, Football Morning in America column about gun control. That's the crux of the issue right there. We are in the United States of guns. We care more about protecting the rights of 18-year-olds to buy semi-automatic weapons than we do about 10-year-old children being safe in school. That is not true. There are all kinds of measures that can be taken to ensure the safety of children going forward. Should have already been done. It's got nothing to do with taking your gun rights away. It's time to strengthen and mandate tougher universal background checks before people can purchase firearms, to stop selling AR-15 type weapons to civilians, and to raise the age to 21 for persons that want to buy a gun. Those should not be controversial decisions based on the recent history in our country. We have to demand our elected officials to do the right thing and enact better laws. This is the stuff that drives me up the wall with frustration. Peter King is a football writer with a very popular column focused on the NFL. He's incredibly gifted at his job of covering the NFL. There's no debate about it. We all know it. However, what the hell does he know about gun laws? It seems not a hell of a lot. His entire paragraph of suggestions is nothing more than talking points that mean very little. What does he mean, stop selling AR-15 type weapons? Could you tell you the difference between a Ruger 10/22 and an AR-15? Could you tell you the difference between a Ruger 1011 and a traditional stock or one that has been outfitted and customized? Does he think the most popular .22 caliber in the world should be banned? Does he think handguns or semi-automatic somehow operate differently than other semi-automatic weapons? I'm guessing to the answer to all these questions is he doesn't have a clue. No, he just wants to take all guns. Let's just be real. That's what we're seeing over and over again. Also, what is up with people saying we should raise the age to 21 to buy guns? That has become a super popular talking point, and people try to tie it in to the fact that you have to be 21 to buy beer. If anything, that's an indictment of the drinking age. If you can do hard prison time, vote, and join the military at 18, you shouldn't have an asterisk placed next to your rights and the age you get them at. Should a 19-year-old who lives or works in a dangerous neighborhood be required to be unarmed? What about a single mother at the age of 20? Does her life or child not matter to Peter King? Yeah, because the criminal that's got the gun is still going to be the criminal with the gun, whether you enact these raising of ages or not. And we all know that. I mean, my God, people can't be this stupid. We're all eager to do something in the aftermath of what happened in Uvalde, but throwing around vague plans and generic talking points isn't going to help anyone. And yeah, this is all your standard operating MSNBC, CNN talking points that you see, the mainstream media. There are plenty of security measures that can be taken to prevent what happened the other day. But yeah, it's going to take real, honest-to-God change. And frankly, it's going to take force met with force. It's going to take teachers. It's going to take people in the school, resource officers. It's going to take possible police officers. One way in, one way out. There's plenty of things that need to be done to protect schools. But if you take the guns away from the law-abiding citizens, then you got the criminals running amok that are still going to have the guns. Let's be real. So, but here we are. Peter King. Peter King, I wanted to see what you said about Deshaun Watson this week. It was pretty interesting. I had already read the column and just shook my head over the AR thing and said, that's a video. But his information on Deshaun Watson is good. He thinks he's getting at least 6 games. Colin Kaepernick. I mean, he knows. It's been forever since Kaepernick's played. He's likely not getting a job, and he explained exactly what the Raiders were trying to do, and they really wasn't legitimately working out Kaepernick the other day. It was the fact that they were using the old Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick, what they call emergency name list, and they bring in a bunch of guys to work out. Kaepernick was one of them. And his name may or may not go on a list of somebody in an emergency. Boom, 3 quarterbacks all break their arm in the same week. You might end up with Blake Bortles. Still not bringing Cap back. But you get the point. You get what I'm saying. He's good at that kind of football stuff, but he won't stick to football. We've got to get into politics. He's a known Trump hater, and Trump sent him and Mike Florio off the deep end. And the rest of the world, it seems, outside of about probably 100 million people. You get my drift. Tell me what you think. 2,000 mules. Black and White sports fans, peace. I'm out till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.